Welcome into Hillcat softball on RSU Radio 91.3 FM. Steve Braun, happy to have you with us here from the Diamond Sports Complex on the campus of Rogers State University in Claremore, Oklahoma. Rogers State Hillcat softball team takes on the Pittsburg State Gorillas this afternoon. A doubleheader affair, non-conference action for the Hillcats and Coach Amy Cope's squad as they are coming off a victory on Sunday afternoon, a 6-5 win, walk-off win, or in walk-off fashion that gave them the victory and snapped a 4-game losing streak that stretched back to a pair of losses on March 10th to the number 18 team in the nation, University of Central Oklahoma. Take a quick 2-minute break, come back and run down your starting lineups, get you set for the rest of today's game and the doubleheader right after this. You're listening to Rogers State softball on RSU Radio 91.3 FM and the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Put on the rally caps and claim the series finale over Newman. That 6-5 victory. It was on a Whitney Hamilton pinch hit 2-run single in the bottom of the 7th, and RSU was able to claim its first come-from-behind victory of the season and snap that 4-game losing streak. RSU will look upon their senior, her second baseman, Carly Conley, to keep her bat hot. Conley, so far this season, hitting an average .411 in 17 games played, 17 starts as well. She has 56 at-bats, 10 runs scored. She has 23 hits, 1 double, 2 triples, 2 home runs, 8 total RBI, a slugging percentage of .607 with 3 walks. Struck out just 5 times so far this season. On base percentage as well, leads the team with a .441. Caitlin Alexander belted her 3rd home run in that victory over Newman on Sunday, and Kaylin Simpson leads the team with 10 RBIs, sit atop the team standings or team stats in that category. Coach Amy Cope is making her way out to the plate to exchange starting lineups with both the umpires and the head coach of the Gorillas, Elizabeth Economon. And today's umpires are Scott Bryans and David Wells out in the field. Let's go ahead and run down those starting lineups for the visitors of Pittsburg State, who I mentioned enter today's contest with a record of 12-4. Leading off and playing center field, batting left is Ashton Pratt, a junior out of Anderson, Missouri, a transfer from NEO A&M. Second team All-Region honoree last season for the Norsemen. In right field and batting second will be the freshman Lauren McKinney. McKinney from Austin, Texas, played at McNeil High School and was a 4-year starter for the Mustangs. In the 3-hole is the left fielder Cheslin Mitchell, the senior left fielder from Riverton, Kansas, played at Riverton High School, suffered a broken leg last season sliding into home versus Northwest Missouri State. She's on the mend, that was in 2013. Had a nice year in recovery mode and will look to have a strong senior season this year, and so far doing so, she's batting .375. In the 4-hole, it's the catcher, number 16, Nicole Neese, just a sophomore. Neese from Owasso, Oklahoma, just on the other side of Keatonville Hill. The 5 holes, the third baseman, Kylie Guthier. Guthier from Platte City, Missouri, just a sophomore. She was MIAA honor roll honoree in 2014 as a sophomore. She was a 3-year starter for the Platte County High School Pirates in her prep career. The designated player in batting sixth is Mackenzie Reinard, the senior Reinard from Raymore, Missouri, one of 2 players to play at Raymore Peculiar High School for the Pittsburg State Gorillas. In the 7-hole is the first baseman Alex Perez. Perez, a junior from Torrance, California. She redshirted last season for the Gorillas. In the 8th hole, Devin McCreath, the second baseman, is a senior for the Gorillas and stands 5'7" and is from Mays, Kansas. At the shortstop position and batting 9th in the lineup is Jordan Bradshaw, a junior, bats right, throws right for Coach Economan. And Bradshaw, a junior from Raymore, Missouri, the other player from Raymore Peculiar High School. In the circle for the Gorillas will be Emmy Robertson, just a freshman. She has a 2.01 ERA. Stands 5'9", throws right, bats right for the Gorillas out of Lamar, Missouri, and Lamar High School. Your starting lineup for the Hillcats looks like this. In the designated players spot and leading off for Coach Amy Cope in her second season is Jamie Kowalik. Kowalik, a junior from Petrolia, Texas, transferred in from Independence Community College 1 season ago. In the 2-hole is the shortstop, a senior, Kaylin Simpson. Simpson batting .321 on the year, started in all 17 games for the Hillcats this season. A senior from Riverside, California, transfer from Iowa Western Community College. Simpson stands 5'5" and gets the start at short and will bat second for RSU. In the 3-hole for the Hillcats is Carly Conley, the other senior up the middle in the infield. Conley, a right-handed batter, throws right as well. Stands 5'7" and played at Paris, Texas, another Independence Community College transfer. In the 4-hole is Caitlin Alexander, who had her 3rd home run of the season on Sunday against the Newman Jets. Alexander, the first baseman in today's contest, is a junior that bats right, throws right. She will also play first, the 5'10" junior from Paris, Texas. In the 5-hole is the right fielder Mallory Moss, a junior. Moss stands 5'7" and is from Chico, Texas. She played JUCO ball at Western Oklahoma. In the 6th hole is Whitney Hamilton, the catcher. Hamilton, 5'8" senior from Oologah, Oklahoma, transferred into the Hillcats this season from Southeastern Oklahoma State University. In the 7 hole, the left fielder is Bailey Spencer, the junior from Granbury, Texas. 8 hole will be Bailey Kadurka, the pitcher. 5'8" junior from Keller, Texas. She also played at Western Oklahoma previously. And the 9 hole is Mackenzie Kirk, the third baseman, and Ashley Stidman will be the flex position out in center field. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break, come back with the first pitch right after this. You're listening and watching Rogers State Softball on the Hillcat Network, RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
As we are set for first pitch here from the Diamond Sports Complex, Steve Braun happy to have you joining us either on RSU Radio 91.3 FM or on the Hillcat Network, www.rsuhillcats.com/live with live video streaming. 3-camera HD shoot provided by Rogers State Hillcat Athletics. The defense for the Hillcats quickly moving left to right from the outfield. Moving in left field to right, Bailey Spencer, Ashley Stidman, and Mallory Moss in right field as Kadurka gets ready for the first pitch. First pitch time and temp, 3 p.m. The time and the temperature, 61 degrees. Slight cloud cover here in Claremore. The wind is blowing straight in from center field. The first pitch was a ball. And the second one on the 1-0 in there for a strike on the outside corner to the left-handed batter, Ashton Pratt. 1-1 the count for Kadurka here in the top of the first inning. Right-handed batter Kadurka delivers the 1-1, and it's fouled off by Pratt. Moves the count to 1-2. Rogers State, the home team, wearing their white pants with a blue stripe down the side. Blue tops with white sleeves, Hillcats across the chest in white, and white numerals on the front and back. The 1-2 pitch in there for strike 3. Ringer up looking was Ashton Pratt, the first strikeout of the afternoon for Rogers State against the first batter. That'll bring up Lauren McKinney. McKinney, .243 batting average. She has started 11 of her 13 appearances, make it 12 of her 14 today. She digs into the right-handed batter's box and takes strike 1. Again, your umpires Behind the plate, Scott Bryans, and in the field, David Wells. The 0-1 pitch. Chopper over to third. Kirk fields it cleanly, fires over to first for the put out 5-3 and out number 2 here early in this one. Pittsburg State wearing the gray uniforms with gorillas across the chest and red with a yellow striping around it. Red numerals with a yellow striping on the back of the uniform. Kind of a red shoulder, or starts up around the neck and goes around the backside of the arm over the shoulder. Gray pants and a red stripe. Red socks for the Gorillas as Mitchell falls behind, or evens the count 1-1. Cheslin Mitchell, 375 hitter, takes ball 2 from Kaderka. That one outside to the lefty Mitchell. Stands in there at 5'8". Senior out of Riverton, Kansas. 2-1 pitch. This one outside as well. The left side of the plate from our broadcast location high up in the press box here at the Diamond Sports Complex. 3-1. Swung on, and this one is hit well out of play down the third base line. Full count for Mitchell here in the top of the first. 0-0 the score. The 3-2 pitch. This one hit hard down the left field line. Unable to chase after it is Bailey Spencer, the left fielder for the Hillcats. It'll go foul and bring Cheslin Mitchell back to the batter's box. Spring break week here on campus of Rogers State. Decent crowd despite the breezy temperatures, as this full count pitch is outside for ball 4, and Mitchell will make her way to first base. Brings up Nicole Neese, the catcher. Neese, a 400 hitter on the season, just a sophomore, has 55 at-bats, 22 hits. She scored 17 runs, batted in 12 on the season, has 5 home runs, so she brings some power, and 6 doubles. First pitch to Neese, high and outside for ball 1. Neese, a sophomore from the area, right out of Owasso, Oklahoma, played at Owasso High School. 1-0 pitch, high in the zone for strike 1. Kaderka able to even the count. She has a 4.55 ERA, does Bailey Kaderka, the junior for the Hillcats. 1-1 pitch. This one a ground ball over to short. On it is Simpson, able to field it, toss it to second to Conley for out number 3, and the side is retired as Rogers State gives up no runs, no hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base after half an inning. Pittsburg State 0, Rogers State 0. Bottom half of the inning coming up right after this. You're listening and watching on the Hillcat Network and RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. at TTCU.
Leading off for the Hillcats, the designated player, number 1, Jamie Kowalik.
As we head to the bottom half of the first inning, Rogers State and Pittsburg State tied at 0 here from the Diamond Sports Complex. Steve Braun, happy to have you joining us on RSU Radio 91.3 FM and the Hillcat Network. Jamie Kowalik will lead things off for RSU. Digs into the left-handed batter's box and takes ball 1 from the pitcher, Emmy Robertson. Robertson, a freshman, 2.01 ERA. 7-2 on the season, 7 wins, 2 losses, and 9 appearances. She has started 8 for the Gorillas as she delivers strike 1 to Kowalik. 55 2/3 innings pitched for Robertson. She's allowed 37 hits, given up 17 runs, 16 of those earned. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High and outside for ball 2. Caught the outside corner, but it was up in the zone, or above the zone, for ball 2. Kowalik, 303 average, has an on-base percentage of .410. She's swinging on the 2-1 pitch, grounder to short. Fielding it cleanly is Bradshaw. She'll fire across to Perez for out number 1. 6-3 put out there, and it brings up the shortstop, Kaylin Simpson. Simpson, a 321 average on the year. She has started in all 17 of the Hillcats games this season. 56 at-bats. She has 18 hits with 7 extra base hits, including 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. That leads the team, and she takes ball 1 from the pitcher, Robertson. .1-0 pitch swung on and a miss. That one high in the zone. But Simpson liked what she saw, unable to connect though. Simpson will step back into the right-handed batter's box. A righty-righty matchup here against Robertson and Simpson. 1-1, check swing. Low for ball 2. Nice job by Simpson to control the bat there and hold off on that one. Here's the 2-1, inside corner. Gets called strike by home plate umpire Scott Bryants. Here's the 2-2 from Robertson. Swung on, hit right back to the pitcher by Simpson. She'll fire over to first as Robertson fielded clean by Perez for the out. Second out of the afternoon, and it brings up Carly Conley.
Now batting the second baseman, number 16.
Conley, a .411 hitter. She's the reigning, or was the reigning, Heartland Conference hitter. After her performance at Oklahoma Panhandle State, she takes ball 1. The 1-0 pitch up around the hands of Conley for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 in there for strike 1. Conley with 2 home runs on the season, 2 triples and 1 double. 8 RBI, 2-1 pitch flies high into the sky and is settled under by the second baseman McCreath for out number 3, F4 for those of you scoring at home, and the Hillcats are retired. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first. It's Rogers State, Pittsburg State. Tied at 0 here from the Diamond Sports Complex. You're listening to it on RSU Radio 91.3 FM and the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
As we head into the top of the second inning, first pitch swinging was Kylie Guthier. Fouls it down the third base line, brings the count to 0-1. Kadurka facing the righty Guthier. The 0-1 pitch outside for ball one. Guthier at 5'7", sophomore from Platte City, Missouri. Here's the 1-1. She'll look on it. Catches the outside corner for strike two. Third baseman for the Gorillas is hitting .393 on the season. The 1-2 pitch off speed for strike three. That'll sit her down, swinging. The second strikeout for Kadurka this afternoon. Brings up Mackenzie Reinert, the designated player for Pitt State. Reinert is batting .417 and 16 starts on the year. She takes ball one well outside. Here's the 1-0, swung on and fouled off the backstop down the first base side. Strike one. 1-1 the count to Reinert. Reinert with 7 doubles on the year for the Gorillas, 4 home runs. And she takes ball two. This Pitt State team has 27 home runs in just 16 games played. So a powerful team. Thankfully for the Hillcats, the wind is blowing in from center field. If anything, kind of moving from left field to right, from left field to the right field line as the count moves to 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch, well outside for ball three. Kadurka, .455 ERA, 4 wins, 6 losses on the year. She's appeared in 12 games, started 7 of those, went 1 complete game. She has exactly 40 innings pitched entering today's contest as the full count pitch is fouled off by Reinert. Down the third base line into the Hillcat dugout. No one harm there as that one checked up right in front of the dugout before skipping in there. 3-2 the count, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Reinert swing on this one. It's a liner. Goes through the hole in the right side of the infield and gets out to right field. Coming up was Mallory Moss, but her throw back to first is not in time, so a single by Reinert with 1 out here in the second inning. That'll bring up Alex Perez. Perez, a junior, is batting .327 on the season. Started all 16 games for the Gorillas. She has 5 home runs, 1 triple and 1 double. She takes ball one. Perez's 5 home runs tied for first, as this one's hit down the right field line and it just goes outside the wall towards the entrance of the Diamond Sports Complex. But as I mentioned, Perez tied top the team leaders in home runs for Pitt State with 5. It's a 3-way tie, including Nicole Neese and Kylie Guthier. 1-1 pitch looked upon by Perez for ball two. Here's the 2-1 from Kadurka, fouled away, comes right back towards the backstop. 2-2 count. Kadurka, 26 strikeouts on the season, as you get a good shot of her on the Hillcat network. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. This one a grounder to short. Simpson will field it, step on second, fire over to first. Double play to end the inning, and the Hillcats get out of the top of the second, giving up just one run, or one hit, excuse me. No runs on one hit. There were no errors, and no one left on base. As we move to the bottom half of the second, Rogers State and Pitt State tied at 0 here on the Hillcat Network and RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hillcat basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Due up for the Hillcats here in the bottom of the second inning. Caitlin Alexander, the 4-hole, 5-hole Mallory Moss, and Whitney Hamilton. Alexander will lead things off here in the bottom of the second and take strike one on the inside corner. About belly button high for the 5'10" Alexander. Righty-righty matchup, the 0-1 pitch. Hits in the dirt right in front of the plate. A good job by the catcher, Neese, to stop that one. Nicole Neese out of Owasso, Oklahoma. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. That one up in the hands of Alexander. Comes back towards the backstop. Strike two. Caitlin Alexander, .325 hitter. She has appeared in 16 of the 17 games for Rogers State, started 13 of them. She has team high 3 home runs. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled off down the third base line by Alexander. Junior out of Paris, Texas, played JUCO ball at Paris Junior College. Now made her way north to Claremore. She'll dig back into the batter's box. And watch the 1-2 pitch up around her chin. Right over the heart of the plate for ball 2. 2-2 the count here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitt State and Rogers State tied at 0 as Alexander fights that one off on the inside. Off her hands for foul ball. Keeps the at-bat alive. Nice crowd on hand for this one. This one's fouled away by Alexander back towards the backstop along the first base line. Third foul ball. Check that fourth foul ball for Alexander. And this at bat. Here's the 2-2, well outside for ball 3. Nice job by the catcher, Nicole Neese. Pitt State to wrangle that one in. Had to move over to her right, snag it with her left hand. 3-2 pitch, high and outside for ball 4. Alexander was able to keep the at-bat alive, and she's awarded for doing so with a walk to first base, and it gives the Hillcats a runner. Leadoff walk and a runner from Mallory Moss. The right fielder for the Hillcats. Moss is batting .262 2 home runs, 4 doubles, 4 RBIs. She'll look to lay down a bunt, gets it to the pitcher. Alexander will be forced out. 1-6 at second base on the fielder's choice. Now Moss will move over from first as no one was paying attention. That is something we'll see often from head coach Amy Cope and the first base coach Andrea Vaughn.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Whitney.
Brings up Whitney Hamilton. Hamilton batting .200 on the season for Rogers State. It's a senior out of Oologah. She fouls this one off the backstop. Previously played at Southeastern Oklahoma State. Did Hamilton. Was an all-conference honorable mention player as a freshman for the Savage Storm, and she's swinging on the 0-1. And it's caught the line drive by the left fielder Mitchell, who's able to fire it back into second as Mallory Moss was caught stranded in between second and third to end the inning with a double play. So after 2, Rogers State and Pitt State tied at 0. You're listening to Rogers State Softball on the Hillcat Network, RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
With 11 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities in NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Second baseman, number 23, is Devin McCree.
As we enter the 3rd inning, leading off for the Gorillas is Devin McCreath, and first pitch swinging is McCreath. It's fielded by Caitlin Alexander. She'll fire to first, covered by Carly Conley for the putout. 3-4. Out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd. Pitt State and Rogers State tied at 0. Visitors from Pittsburg, Kansas. Members of the MIAA. First pitch to Jordan Bradshaw is in there for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch, outside corner for strike 1. Bradshaw, .333 hitter. Played in 9 of the 16 games for the Gorillas. Started 8 of those. The 1-1 swung on and a miss. She has 3 home runs, 3 doubles, and just 24 at-bats. 9 RBI. Slugging percentage of .833. As she takes ball 2. 2-2 the count, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Score is tied at 0. 2-2 outside to the right-handed batter, Bradshaw, for ball 3. Members of the Mid-America Intercollegiate Athletic Association. As the 3-2 pitch swung on, fielded by Kirk at third. She'll fire across to Alexander at first for the putout. .53 putout, out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up top of the order Ashton Pratt. Pratt first pitch swinging and lines this one through the hole just past the outstretched glove of Mackenzie Kirk into left field. And the Gorillas will have a base runner. The 2-out single by Ashton Pratt.
That brings up the right fielder, number 20, Lauren McKinney.
Brings up Lauren McKinney. McKinney 0 for 1 on the afternoon. 5-3 put out in the first inning. Grounded out to third. She'll come up with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. First pitch from Kadurka. Off the mark for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on. Fielded by Kirk. She'll throw across to first for out number 3. 5-3 put out, and that ends the inning as Rogers State headed to the plate. Right after this, you're listening and watching on the Hillcat Network and RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
As we start off the bottom of the third, Bailey Spencer, first pitch swinging, ground ball over to shortstop, and it's fielded cleanly, thrown over to first for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the third as Bailey Kadurka, the pitcher, comes to the plate for Rogers State. First pitch swinging for Kadurka, and she fouls that one off. Hits off the light pole down the right field line. Over by one of our camera locations on the Hillcat Network. Kadurka seen her first at-bat of the season for Rogers State. The 0-1. Hard ground ball fielded cleanly by the third baseman, Guthier, and she'll toss it all the way across to first for out number 2. So 3 pitches, 2 outs for Robertson, the bottom third of the lineup for Rogers State here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch to Mackenzie Kirk, inside for ball 1. Pitt State, as I mentioned, members of the MIAA. Same conference as Oklahoma Schools Central Oklahoma, who the Hillcats have faced earlier this season. And also the Northeastern State University Riverhawks out of Tahlequah, Oklahoma, another squad that Rogers State has faced so far this season. Hillcats' luck against MIAA teams not very good, as that one's popped up. A scramble for it up in the air by the first baseman and the first baseman Perez and the pitcher Robertson, but Robertson is able to glove it for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third as we move to the fourth. Right after this, you're listening and watching on the Hillcat Network and RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammockhouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
For the Gorillas, the left fielder number 22, Cheslin Mitchell.
Leading off for the Gorillas here in the top of the fourth inning is Cheslin Mitchell. Mitchell will watch strike one from Kadurka. The 0-1 pitch, hard hit up in the air into foul territory down the left field line. Chasing after it was Kalen Simpson and unable to come up with it. Brings up strike two. So 0-2 to Mitchell. Swung on, hard hit ball out to left field. Under it for the Hillcats is Bailey Spencer, tailing off towards the left field foul pole as she grabbed that one for out number one. Nice line drive by Mitchell there, but a good job by Spencer to get a step on it, good jump on it, and record the out. Pittsburg State, the alma mater of Rogers State University Radio General Manager Kathy Coomer. Spent some time up in Pittsburg, Kansas. Did Kathy Coomer. As the second pitch to Knees is off the mark for ball one. 1-1 the count to Knees. Coomer is also the faculty. As we get set for game number 2 of this doubleheader between Pittsburg State Gorillas and your Rogers State Hillcats here on RSU Radio 91.3 FM and the Hillcat Network. Steve Braun, happy to have you with us after Rogers State fell 1-0 in game 1 of this doubleheader affair. Let's run down the starting lineups first for the visitors. Leading off and playing center field, number 2, Ashton Pratt. Batting second, the right fielder, Lauren McKinney. In the 3 holes, the left fielder, Cheslin Mitchell. Batting fourth, the catcher, Nicole Neese. In the 5 hole, the third baseman, Kylie Guthier. Batting sixth, the designated player, Mackenzie Reinard. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Alex Perez. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Devin McCreath. And in the 9 hole, the shortstop, Jordan Bradshaw. In the circle for the Gorillas is the pitcher, Zoe Price, also in the flex position. For Rogers State, the starting lineup looks like this. Leading off, the designated player, Jamie Kowalik. Batting second, the shortstop, Kalen Simpson. 3 hole is the second baseman, Carly Conley. Batting fourth, first baseman, Caitlin Alexander. Batting fifth, the catcher, Whitney Hamilton. In the 6 hole, Mallory Moss, the right fielder. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Bailey Spencer. In the 8 hole, the third baseman, Mackenzie Kirk. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Ashley Stidman. In the circle for the Hillcats is Aubrey Fabril. Rogers State warming up for getting the final few warm-up pitches in for Fabril as we get ready for this one. Your umpires, the same as they were in game 1. Behind the plate, Scott Bryans. In the field, David Wells. Temperature is 59 degrees, cloudy, And a strong wind coming straight in from center field as we'll get things underway here from the Diamond Sports Complex. Ashton Pratt will lead things off. 350 hitter for the Gorillas. First pitch, a strike, delivered at 5:04 p.m. The 0-1 from Fabril. Up high for ball one. 1-1 the count here in game number 2 of the doubleheader between Pitt State and Rogers State. Happy you're joining us as the 1-1 pitch is hit through the right side of the infield, through the hole at second and first for a single by Pratt. And the Gorillas have a leadoff single to begin this first inning of the doubleheader. That'll bring up Lauren McKinney. Kenny, 225 hitter. Shows bunt, pulls it back as the throw down to second by Hamilton is not in time. Let's say it was ball one. Pratt gets her second stolen base of this afternoon, first of this game number 2. Kenny, right-handed batter, digs in, faces the righty, Fabril, and it's fouled away for strike one. Kenny went 0 for 3 with a walk in game 1. 5'6" freshman out of Austin, Texas, fouls this one off the backstop. Strike 2. Played at McNeil High School in Austin, Texas. Here's the 1-2, fouled away. Hits off the backstop. It comes down into the hands of the on-deck hitter, Cheslin Mitchell. 1-2, fouled back. 3 straight foul balls for Lauren McKinney. Cheslin Mitchell is on deck. Nicole Neese, the Owasso native, in the hole. 1-2 got away from Fabril, went over the head of McKinney and just dropped into the glove of the Hillcat catcher, Whitney Hamilton. There's the 2-2, fouled away, out of play, over the backstop. 2-2 the count. Two lined into left field. Throw will be cut off by Kirk. Runner move back to first in time as the single by McKinney scores Pratt from second, gives the Gorillas a 1-0 lead.
Now batting the left fielder, number 22, Cheslin Mitchell.
So 1 run in, no outs here in the top of the first inning. Back-to-back singles by Pitt State have the Gorillas ahead 1-0 on the Hillcats. Here's the 0-1 pitch. After Mitchell fouled it away, she watches strike 2. 0-2 the count. Pitch from Fabril. Outside corner to the left-handed batter, Mitchell, for ball 1. Cole Neese on deck for the Gorillas. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one fouled off. Well out of play down the left field line. Beyond the bullpen here at the Diamond Sports Complex for the home Hillcats. Here's the 1-2. Swung on a hard grounder to short. Toss over to second. Fielded by Conley in time to get the lead runner McKinney out at second on the fielder's choice. So one away here in the first inning. There's a short intermission between the first game and the second game of the doubleheader. A lot of that had to do with David Wells, the field umpire, is under the weather, not feeling well, so trying to get out of here as quickly as possible. As the first pitch to Neese is off the mark for ball one. The 1-0 swung on and missed for strike one. The infield for the Hillcats moving left to right after this pitch. Neese, Texas League blooper into right center field. Coming on it is Stidman. Fired back into the infield to Conley. That'll move Mitchell over to second. Neese over at first now off the single. The infield moving left to right. Kirk, Simpson, Conley, and Alexander. Behind the dish is Whitney Hamilton. In the circle, Aubrey Vabril. First pitch to Guthier off the mark for ball one. 1-0 the count here in the first inning. Hillcats trail at 1-0. The 1-0 pitch fouled away by Guthier. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on here in the top of the first. Hillcats trail the Gorillas 1-0. Here in the top of the first inning. Vabril quickly moving. Fires in the 1-1. That one catches the outside corner, but was swung on as well by Guthier for strike 2. Kind of tailed off. Forced Hamilton over to her right to catch it. The 1-2 pitch, same location, and Guthier holds back on that one for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Runs it even. The outfield for Rogers State. Left to right, Bailey Spencer, Ashley Stidman, and in right field, Mallory Moss as the 2-2 pitch is popped up in foul territory. Alexander will get underneath it for out number 2. Brings up Mackenzie Reinert, the designated player. Reinert went 3 for 3 in game 1 of this doubleheader. Sees her first action in game 2. High fly ball down the left field line. Running under it is Bailey Spencer, going down around her knees to glove that one in foul territory, and that'll end the inning. But not before Pitt State could tally 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. After half inning, Rogers State trails Pitt State 1-0 on RSU Radio and the Hillcat Network.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Rogers State trails Pitt State 1-0 as we head to the home half of the first inning. Pitt State tallied 1 run on 3 hits, left 2 runners on base in the top half of the inning. As we head to the home half, and leading things off for the Hillcats is the designated player, Jamie Kowalik. Kowalik, 270 average after the first game. She went 0 for 4, struck out once. Looked to redeem herself here in game number 2. First pitch to Kowalik, inside corner, just off the edge for ball 1. Due up for the Hillcats, Kowalik, Simpson, Conley. 1-0. Low for ball 2. Sun has come out here at the Diamond Sports Complex. That could play an effect on the fielders, especially this Pitt State defense. It's the first time they've seen the sunlight here at the Diamond Sports Complex, and there's always a nice glare coming over from the Veterans Center to our west. That is where the sun's setting as well, as 2-1 pitches off the mark for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. High in the zone for strike 2. Runs the count full. Kowalik, the designated player in this one. Leadoff hitter takes ball 4. She'll reach on a walk to lead things off here in the home half of the first inning. Rogers State trails Pitt State 1-0. Caleb Simpson come to the dish for the Hillcats, the senior shortstop. 317 batting average. Take strike 1 from Zoe Price. Price, 4.20 ERA, 5 wins, 1 loss on the season. Started 6 contests, appeared in 8. Simpson puts down the bunt. It dives right in front of home plate. Fielded by the first baseman and fired over to second. Put out by McCreath. Move Kowalik over to second on the sac bunt. 3-4 put out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 16, Carly Conley.
Brings up Carly Conley, the second baseman for the Hillcats. First pitch caught her in the right ankle, and she'll head down to first. Kind of skipped in between her legs and caught her on the right ankle. And the Hillcats have 2 base runners without a hit. Brings up Caitlin Alexander, the first baseman for RSU. Alexander leads the Hillcats in home runs with 3, as the catcher for the Gorillas, Nicole Neese, will go out to chat things over with her junior pitcher, Zoe Price. Price, right-handed pitcher out of Pleasanton, California. Stands 5'7". Right-handed pitcher facing the righty Alexander, and delivers ball 2. Two-0 pitch in there for strike 1. 1 out, 2 on here in the bottom of the first. Hillcats trail the Gorillas 1-0. 2-1 pitch catches the outside corner to the right-handed batter Alexander for strike 2. 2-2 the count. 2 up for the Hillcats is Whitney Hamilton. The ground ball goes through the wickets of the third baseman. Rounding is Kowalik. The throw from left field in time, slide, and safe. Kowalik was able to go around the tag, and the Hillcats have tied it up. On what would be an error by the third baseman that gives Alexander over on second. Conley will move to third on the E. Kowalik came home. Brings up Whitney Hamilton, the catcher. First pitch swinging is Hamilton. Fires to first. Over to second goes Alexander safely, and it scores Conley from third. Nice job by Conley, base running there as she came off third hard, stopped in her tracks as the pitcher, Zoe Price, looked home, decided Conley's not going, fired over to first to get the sure out, gave Conley just enough time to squirt home, and she's now up, and the Hillcats are up 2-1. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss by Mallory Moss runs the count to 1-2. And Moss goes down looking. Strike 3, put out to close out the inning. But not before Rogers State could tally 2 runs on no hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. Rogers State leads it 2-1 over Pitt State. You're listening to Rogers State Softball on the Hillcat Network and RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
Leading off things for the Gorillas in the top of the second inning is Alex Perez, and she'll look at strike 1. With her Gorillas trailing 2-1 to the Hillcats. Despite having 3 more hits than RSU through just 1 inning of play. The 0-1 pitch fouled off by Perez. And Perez goes down swinging for strikeout number 1 for Brill, and out number 1 here in the second. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That'll bring up Devin McCreath. McCreath, the second baseman, went 1 for 3 with 1 RBI, the scoring RBI, or the winning RBI, pardon me, in game number 1, and she swings on the first pitch. Strike 1. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch fouled away off the backstop netting. Keep the at-bat alive for McCreath. Devin McCreath, .333 hitter, started in all 17 games for the Gorillas. 13-4 on the season. It's Pitt State. The 0-2 fouled off. Both teams wearing the same uniforms. Roger State in their white pants with the blue stripe down the side, blue socks and blue tops, navy blue tops, with Hillcats in white across the chest and white numerals, white sleeves as well, as the 0-2 pitch to McCreath is popped up into shallow right field. Conley will get underneath it for out number 2. F4 fly out for out number 2 here in the bottom of the second, or in the top of the second inning, pardon me.
Now batting the shortstop, number 13.
Brings up the shortstop, Jordan Bradshaw. Bradshaw, a .296 hitter for the Gorillas. She went 0 for 3 in game number 1 and fouls off the first pitch here in the top of the second, game 2. Alexander will come out and get her sunglasses, as the right side of the infield for Roger State will have sunglasses on. Conley and Alexander. The left side, Simpson and Kirk going without the shades. First base coach for the Gorillas with her shades on as well. Here's the 0-1, a ground ball through the left side of the infield. It'll roll into left field and thrown back in by the Hillcat left fielder Bailey Spencer for a single to get things going here in the second inning for the Gorillas with 2 outs. 2 outs, 1 on here in the top of the second, and the top of the order comes to the plate, Ashton Pratt. First pitch swinging is Pratt. She'll pop it up. It's fielded by Mackenzie Kirk, who runs into her catcher, gives her a hug, and ends the inning. 4 up, 3 down in the top of the second. Roger State leads it 2-1 over Pitt State. You're listening and watching Roger State Softball on the Hillcat Network and RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Those watching on the Hillcat Network get a good shot of the American flag, Old Glory, whipping through the wind here at the Diamond Sports Complex. Wind has picked up just a bit, moving from left to right, as Bailey Spencer is leading off for the Hillcats here in the home half of the second inning and fouls that one off down the left field line. Spencer, the left fielder, went 1 for 3 in the first game of this doubleheader. The 0-1 pitch drops in for strike 2. Spencer, Kirk, and Stidman due up for the Hillcats in this home half of the second inning. There's the 0-2 pitch outside for ball 1. 1-2 in there for strike 3 looking, and Hillcats' Bailey Spencer is retired to lead things off here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That brings up Mackenzie Kirk, the 3rd baseman for Rogers State. Kirk 0 for 1. Is hit by pitch twice in game number 1. 263 hitter. Watches ball 1. It's the 1-0 pitch. Outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. No one on for Mackenzie Kirk. Check swing. They'll check all the way down to first base umpire, who says she did not go around. So ball 2. Two on the count to Kirk. Swinging on it. Out into right field. It'll go into the right field corner. Kirk will round first, head to second. Stand up double for Mackenzie Kirk with 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Rogers State leads it 2-1 over the Pitt State Gorillas. Good shot of Mackenzie Kirk, the Hillcat senior out of Bixby, Oklahoma. Started her collegiate career with Northern Oklahoma Tonkawa. As the catcher ran over the home plate umpire, Scott Bryan. Scott Bryan's been over, was cleaning the plate off. The home plate umpire, or the catcher, excuse me, Nicole Neese, started backing up after giving some signals out to her infield. She ran right over the home plate umpire, Bryant's. Ashley Stidman, seen her first at-bat of the day, fouled off the first pitch and takes strike 2. The 0-2 pitch inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside corner for strike 3. She'll go down looking. 3rd strikeout of the afternoon, or game 2, for the Gorilla pitcher, Zoe Price.
Now batting the designated player, number 1, Jamie Kowalik.
First pitch to Jamie Kowalik, in there for ball 1. Kowalik reached on a walk in her first at-bat, that in the 1st inning. Leadoff hitter for the Hillcats watches strike 2, excuse me. Caught the outside corner to the left-handed batter, Kowalik. A 270 hitter is Kowalik. Swings on the 1-1 pitch. Hits off the glove of the second baseman, Kowalik. Not there in time, and it's out number 3 to end the inning. 3-4-3. So the Hillcats get 1 hit, no runs, in the bottom of the 2nd, and they lead it 2-1 over Pitt State. You're listening and watching Rogers State Softball on the Hillcat Network and on RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Hey, Mike, I'm back. Apologize for technical difficulties as we head to the top of the third inning. Roger State leads it 2-1. First batter Lauren McKinney flew out to right field, foul territory for out number 1. So we move to the second batter here in the third, Cheslin Mitchell. Mitchell takes ball 1. Roger State, not sure where we dropped off, but Roger State was unable to tally a run in the bottom of the second. They did get a hit. 2 batters struck out. The inning ended on a 3-4-3 ground out by Jamie Kowalik. As Roger State left 1 on base, that was after the double by Mackenzie Kirk with 1 out. Here in the top of the third, a line drive that drops down into the glove of Carly Conley on a snow cone type grab by Conley results in out number 2. So L4 to retire Mitchell, and the Hillcats have 2 down of the Gorillas here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Nicole Neese, the catcher for the Gorillas. She's 1 for 1 in this game, number 2. Watches ball 1. Neese singled in the first inning. The 1-0 inside for ball 2. Two-0 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Roger State leads it 2-1. Pitt State at the dish, and ball 3 from Vavril to Nicole Neese, the catcher for the Gorillas. Neese is 2 for 4 on the afternoon, including game 1 action. The 3-0 pitch in there for strike 1. Low around the knees. Called strike by Scott Bryans, the home plate umpire. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Fabril. Fouled away. Back towards the backstop. For strike 2. Full count here in the top of the third inning on the final out. This one popped up, taken in about 5 steps beyond the second base bag, and the Hillcats retire the side in the top of the third. 3 up, 3 down, as Roger State leads it 2-1. You're listening and watching on Hillcat Network, RSU Radio, 91.3 FM.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hillcat basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat Sports and Roger State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
As we head to the home half of the third inning, Rogers State leads it 2-1 over Pitt State Gorillas. Leading off for the Hillcats is Kaylin Simpson, and she takes strike one. Zoe Price, the pitcher for the Gorillas, 4.20 ERA. Simpson fouls this one off inside the batter's box. Strike two. The 0-2 pitch outside for ball one. The 1-2 from Price, swung on. Hard hit ground ball over to the first baseman, Perez. She's able to finally grab it, step over to her left for out number one. 3 unassisted on the tag out. On the force out, excuse me, of Simpson. Results in out number one here in the bottom of the third inning. Brings up Carly Conley. Conley, 407 hitter, swings on first pitch from Price here in the bottom of the third. Strike two. Here's the 0-1 outside and low for ball one. This Pitt State squad on a 6-game winning streak, including the Game 1 victory. That one is in there for a ball to Conley. They've won 10 of their last 11, including a pair of MIAA doubleheader sweeps over Nebraska Kearney and Fort Hays State, as Conley's ground ball is picked up by the third baseman, Guthier, and fired across to first for out number two. Brings up Caitlin Alexander. You can hear the wind just whipping through. It's our crowd mic that's set up just outside the press box. As Alexander takes ball one. A 1-0 low and outside for ball two. 2-0 the count, 2 outs, no one on here in the bottom of the third inning. Rogers State leads it 2-1 over Pitt State. Alexander watches strike one from Price. The 2-1 swung on and a grounder out to left field by Alexander, so a 2-out single by Caitlin Alexander here in the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Whitney Hamilton. Hamilton, 182 hitter. 7 RBIs on the season, has walked 3 times, 1 home run, 2 doubles. Hamilton went 0 for 3 in game number 1 and watches strike one. Alexander stands over at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 1-run ball game. Hillcats lead it 2-1. Hard hit foul ball down the third base line towards the dugout. That brings out assistant coach Kyle Peace, the hitting coach for the Hillcats, to give words of encouragement to his batter and catcher, Whitney Hamilton. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Price. High and outside for ball one. 1-2. Swung on and fouled back towards the batter on deck. That is Mallory Moss along the third base line. The Gorillas in their gray uniforms with red lettering. Gorillas across the chest. Red numerals on the back. 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Dribbles down the first base line. Fielded cleanly by Perez. She'll take a few steps back, tag the base, and end the inning. Hillcats, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 3 complete, Rogers State leads it 2-1 over Pitt State. You're listening to Hillcat Softball on the Hillcat Network, RSU Radio 91.3 FM.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
As we get set for the top of the 4th inning, Rogers State leads it 2-1 over Pitt State non-conference softball. Here from the Diamond Sports Complex on RSU Radio and the Hillcat Network. Steve Braun, happy to have you with us. As